A central angle is an angle whose vertex is at the center of the circle. Angle APB is a central angle. This angle can also be named BPA. A minor arc measures at less than 180 degrees. You use two letters to name a minor arc, and the minor arc in this picture would be arc AB. A major arc measures more than 180 degrees. You use three letters to name the major arc. And for this picture, a major arc would be arc ACB. A semicircle is an arc that equals 180 degrees. We're going to use three letters to name it. And the semicircle in this picture would be arc EDF. Or you could say arc FDE. Things to know and remember always. A circle has 360 degrees. A semicircle has 180 degrees. Vertical angles are equal. And linear pairs are supplementary. The measure of an arc is equal to the measure of its central angle. The central angle for arc AB is angle AQB, which is otherwise known as BQA. The measure of central angle AQB is 96 degrees. Therefore, the measure of arc AB is 96 degrees. The measure of arc ACB is equal to 360 degrees of the circle minus arc AB, which is 96 degrees. Therefore, 360 minus 96 gives us 264. The measure of arc ACB is 264. To find the measure of arc AE, we have to see that arc EAB, otherwise known as arc BAE, is a semicircle. Then a semicircle measures at 180 degrees. Therefore, 180 minus the 96 of arc AB will give us the measurement of arc EA or AE. 180 minus 96 is 84. Therefore, the measure of arc AE is 84 degrees. Arc addition postulate. To find the measure of arc ABC, the arc can be broken into two parts. One is arc AB. Another is arc BC. Therefore, the arc addition postulate tells us that the measure of arc ABC is equal to the measure of arc AB plus the measure of arc BC. Find the measure of the following arcs. To find the measure of arc DAB, one way would be to subtract the measure of arc DB from the entire circle. There's 360 degrees in a circle. Therefore, 360 minus arc DB would give us our answer. The measure of arc DB is equal to the 40 degrees of arc DC plus the 80 degrees of arc CB. This is the arc addition postulate in work. 360 minus 40 plus 80 is equal to 360 minus 120. And 360 minus 120 is equal to 240. Another method for finding the measure of arc DAB would be to find the measure of arc DA and then to add it to the measure of arc AB. Therefore, let's find the measure of arc DA. There are 360 degrees in the circle, and if we subtract arc DBA, we will get the measure of arc DA. The measure of arc DBA is equal to 40 plus 80 plus 100. Therefore, 360 minus 40, 80, and 100 would be the same as subtracting 220 from 360. So 360 minus 220 is equal to 140, which is the measure of arc DA. Next, the measure of arc DAB is equal to the measure of arc DA plus the measure of arc AB. The measure of arc DA is 140, and the measure of arc AB is 100. Therefore, 140 plus 100 is equal to 240, which again gives us our answer for the measure of arc DAB. To find the measure of arc BCA, we can recognize that there are 360 degrees in the circle, and then subtract the measure of arc BA from the entire circle. Therefore, the measure of arc BCA is equal to 360 degrees minus arc BA. Arc BA is equal to 100 degrees. 360 minus 100 is 260. Therefore, the measure of arc BCA is 260. Another way to find the measure of arc BCA would be to find the measure of arc CB plus the measure of arc CD plus the measure of arc DA. The measure of arc CB is 80 degrees. The measure of arc CD is 40 degrees. And the measure of arc DA is 140 degrees. 80 plus 40 plus 140 is equal to 260. Therefore, the measure of arc BCA is 260 degrees. Congruent arcs have the same measure and must come from the same circle or of congruent circles. Here's an illustration of that. Students should now be able to identify and find the measure of central angles, identify and find the measure of minor and major arcs, apply the arc addition postulate, and to identify congruent arcs.